The information presented in this virtual exercise program is current as of June 2022. This programming may involve diverse exercise activities encompassing a range of physical demands. Although the programming is being led by certified practitioners in the respective disciplines, you agree that you are voluntarily accepting the risks of physical activity that may be particular to your individual health and fitness circumstances, and you agree that we will not be held liable for these risks or any injuries or damages arising therefrom. Further, we are unable to monitor your health status during the programming or call for medical attention on your behalf. By participating, you warrant that you are physically capable of performing the activities of the particular program and that you will cease the activities should you begin to feel unwell at any time. The information provided by the exercise program leaders is not intended to be medical advice or personal training. We recommend that each participant discuss their medical circumstances and the programming with their physician.
Welcome to the Kidney Wellness Hub. I'm so glad you could join us today in this beautiful garden setting. My name is Amy McCall, and today's class is a short restorative practice designed to draw your attention inward to instill deep relaxation. If you get tired and need to take a break, just hit pause and join us when you can. For this practice today, you're going to want to have 2 blocks, or if you don't have blocks, the best thing I would recommend is a couple of rolled towels, or you could use a firm pillow or a cushion. Okay, let's get started. So our first pose, you're going to want to place the blocks like that, one on the short and one on the tall. And then the placement is going to be right across your back, right below the shoulder blades. So the first block places right there, and the longer block just at the base of your skull, not on the neck. From here, let your shoulders melt down. If you're using towels, line them up end to end and have them supporting the full length of your spine, starting from your lower back and up into the shoulder blades and to the back of the head. 2 options, both opening through the chest and letting the shoulders relax. Letting the eyes drift downwards towards the heart. Have your eyes closed. Turning inwards, allowing the gaze to fall towards your heart, towards your breath. Take a few moments to notice the opening across your chest, the heaviness of the pelvis, the lift of your spine here. Notice how the breath feels free as the chest is open. Have a heaviness to the legs, heaviness to the arms, and a melting quality of the shoulders. Releasing tension through the neck. Your head is resting heavy. Start to pour the tension away into the floor. Deep breaths here. Slow, calming exhale. On your next inhale, start to bend your knees and slowly roll off your props onto your side. Move the props away from behind you and just roll onto your back. Take a moment here to rest flat on your back. Start to notice the gentle lift of your chest. And the freedom and the movement of your breath. Pick yourself up and roll over onto your belly. Have your legs stretched long. Untuck your toes and have the tops of your feet pressing gently into the floor. Lengthen your tailbone down and have your elbows stacked underneath your shoulders. If you feel any tension or pinching in your lower back, there's always the option to walk your elbows a little bit further forward. Once you've found the distance that works for you, melt your shoulder blades down away from your ears and start to unfurl your spine. Pulling your chest forward, the gentle traction of the elbows. Lengthening up through the spine as you lower your ribs to the floor. Option to stay here or start to drop your head, releasing through the neck. Notice the gentle traction through your shoulder blades. Keep drawing your shoulders down away from your ears and lifting through the chest. Deep breaths here, feeling your belly expand on every inhale and releasing gently on the exhale. With your belly pressing into the floor, you can connect to your breath, feeling the physical sensation couple more deep breaths here, letting your neck relax and your gaze turn inward. On your next exhale, release, lower to the floor. Bring your palms in line with your shoulders and slowly press up and back to child's pose. Take the knees wide, have the toes touching, and sink the hips back. Here, if you'd like a little bit of support, you can place a block or a towel or a cushion underneath your forehead. Walk your shoulder blades down your back, sinking through the hips. Start to connect to the ground, noticing the parts of your body that are touching your mat, the tops of your feet, your shins and your knees, your elbows and your arms and your hands. And feel the front of your forehead pressing into the block. From here, notice the different breathing sensation as you breathe into your lower back, expanding through the rib cage, through the back of the body this time. different than when we were on the floor. Every inhale is an opportunity to expand. Every exhale is an opportunity to sink in a little bit deeper. Drawing energy in, connecting to your body. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands back in. Move your prop off to the side and come to find a tall seat. Bring the soles of your feet together, sitting up tall. You can, if you'd like, to place the blocks underneath your knees for a little extra support. Sit up tall. Draw your lower back in so you're not rounding through the lower back. Spine is long. And then start to hinge forward. Feeling the sensation in your inner thighs, the rotation and wrapping forward and inward. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. And then exhale, once you've found your edge, start to round your back. Releasing through the neck. Option to walk your hands forward. Root through the palms. Press your outer edges of your feet down. Hips are heavy and rooted. Deep breaths into the hips. Release through the neck. Notice any tension in your jaw, across your forehead, any tension in the shoulders. And then take a few deep breaths into the hips, noticing here whether one side feels tighter than the other. Now that we've been here for a few minutes, maybe walk your fingers a little bit further forward, coming a little bit deeper into the pose. Just a gentle sensation here. We use movement to calm and stimulate the nervous system. Notice if there's any gripping or tension. If there is, maybe come out a little bit. Couple more deep breaths here. Your next inhale, walk your hands back up. Use your hands to bring your knees together. If you were using props, move them off to the side. Take your feet wide, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Same setup as before. Draw in through the pelvis, sitting up tall, and then start to hinge forward any amount. There's always the option to place the blocks underneath the knees to bring the floor up to you. And then once you've found your edge, just start to round the spine. Again, drawing the attention inward, listening to your body, connecting with your nervous system, and releasing tension here. You can release the feet. Finding relaxation. Releasing through the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. Coming back to your breath. Slow, gentle inhale. Relaxing exhale. You can walk your hands out a little bit further, noticing if you've gained any range of motion as we continue to hold. Becoming comfortable with stillness and silence. Bathing in the silence and the stillness. Inhale, walk your hands back up and come to lie down on your back. We will be on our back for the rest of the practice. So now might be a good time to grab an extra layer to cover up. Have your head at the top of the mat, knees are bent, and feet pressing down. Feet are in line with your hips. And if you have your prop handy, grab it. And lift your hips and slide your prop underneath your lower back, resting on the pelvis. Your lower back is off the prop. Here you could use a cushion, a pillow, and if 2 blocks is too intense, feel free to just take one out and just use one. From here, melt your shoulder blades down. Have your pelvis heavy on the block. Lower back is free and draping down. This is a great pose for rejuvenation, reversing the blood flow, bringing the circulation back to the heart. Bathing in the stillness, relaxing in the silence. Feeling the rise and fall of your belly. Listening to the sound of your own breath. On your next inhale, gently lift your hips, remove your prop, draw your knees into your chest, rock side to side, then stretch your legs long on your mat. Have your arms resting heavy alongside your body, let your fingers curl up. Have your legs stretched long. Your arms resting alongside your body with your fingers curling in. Your shoulders melting down away from your ears. Notice the quality of how your body feels, almost like it's heavy and ready for sleep. Notice the heaviness of your body, like it's ready for sleep. Take one final deep inhale, and on the exhale, release and float away. I hope you enjoyed this nourishing restorative practice. Thanks again for joining us today. I look forward to seeing you back here soon at the Kidney Wellness Hub. Don't forget to take the short wellness survey to help us continue to bring you value-added content. Namaste.
The information presented in this virtual exercise program is current as of June 2022. This programming may involve diverse exercise activities encompassing a range of physical demands. Although the programming is being led by certified practitioners in the respective disciplines, you agree that you are voluntarily accepting the risks of physical activity that may be particular to your individual health and fitness circumstances, and you agree that we will not be held liable